Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Gemini October 14, 2024. There is a focus on cooperating and expressing yourself today, with the sun in your spirit sector in harmony with the moon in your sign. If there's something you want to make up for or catch up on, now is a good time. Your personal influence is strong. However, with Mercury forming challenging aspects, your mind can be restless or unsettled in spots. Try not to rush decisions, particularly if you're in a state of worry, which is possible with Mercury and Pluto heading toward a tense aspect. While strategic thinking can benefit you, overthinking will likely lead you astray. Taking problems one step at a time makes more sense. Be as moderate in your thinking as possible, as taking things too far is where we're most likely to trip up with this aspect. Try not to be misguided by fear and consider ways to simplify your life, particularly on a mental plane, by cutting out those things that leave you feeling overwhelmed. Watch for the fine line between healthy skepticism and suspicion. Ideally, obstacles ultimately bring you to a stronger state of knowledge or conviction. Fresh celestial vibes await you. Sweet Venus, our goddess, planet of attraction, applause, and relationships, will be swimming through your solar house. While this may initially take your attention away from your personal and romantic life to favor your professional one, don't give up hope. Harness this glow by talking with your one and only about how you always want truly to balance your career with matters of the heart. Be vulnerable, sensitive, emotional, and open. They will feel like a prize jewel you've unearthed from beneath the waves, like the heart of the ocean. Be confident in what you can do and create. Lately, you may have hit a creative blockage that could make you feel unsure of your passion projects and ideas. You have a chance to radically change the way you can handle this energy when Jupiter retrograde in Gemini sextiles Chiron retrograde in Aries. Do not let negative thoughts creep in during this lackluster period. Try to challenge yourself to think more positively about the value of your imagination, passions, and talents. You have so much to offer when you believe in yourself. Today's planetary alignment may make you look at yourself intensively. If you see weaknesses, embrace them. If you see strengths, celebrate them. React to yourself the way you would have others react to you in an ideal world, and that world will soon become yours. There is no reason why you cannot achieve your health goals. You can be as beautiful as you want to be. The only requirement is that you take it seriously and dedicate yourself. The vibrations are speaking of a better social life for you. Indeed, you've been performant, had honors and recognition, and been promoted, but your love life isn't perfect, or at least that's what you think. Why not stop barricading yourself in and keeping to yourself? Be less demanding in your search for love and stop persuading yourself that you aren't interested. You lack confidence in yourself. Think about getting into a love affair in the days to come. A few hours after the moon returns to Aquarius today, Pluto will begin its direct motion. After retrograding out of Aquarius 5.5 weeks ago, this shift marks the start of a return journey that will last another 5.5 weeks. Pluto's absence will only be 11 weeks in total, as it is set to re-enter Aquarius next month for an extended stay of 20 years. Meanwhile, this timely event coincides with the weekend, allowing He Moon to engage with planets already energizing the playful, creative, and adventurous aspects of life. The Moon's return to Aquarius today might be an ordinary monthly event, but there are not only hints of change in the air but a chance over the weekend to get a better feel for a major change earlier in the week. The Moon returns in time to spend Jupiter's first weekend in retrograde motion in your romantic sector in over a decade, closely aligned, amplifying a sense of romantic nostalgia. Our eyes in the sky. We all have those lingering thoughts or situations that seem to occupy a corner of our minds and hearts, those things that take up space without really serving us anymore. Sometimes, it's an old mindset that's been with us for years, or maybe it's a relationship or a job that we've outgrown. Whatever it may be, Holding on to these things can prevent us from fully embracing new opportunities and stepping into the person we are meant to become. When we let go, we create space for growth, for new experiences, and for opportunities that align more closely with who we are becoming. Take a moment to reflect: what in your life could you release to make way for something better? Is there something that no longer fits who you are or who you want to be? It could be a belief system that's limiting your potential, or a routine that's become more of a chore than a source of joy. Maybe it's a relationship that feels stagnant, or a job that no longer excites you. Whatever it is, take this as a gentle nudge from the universe. Letting go is not just okay, it's essential for your evolution. By releasing what no longer serves you, you open the door to something that aligns more with your true path. Use this time to reconnect with the core values that define who you are. What are the principles that anchor you, even when everything else feels like it's shifting? This is your opportunity to realign with your inner truth and find strength in what you know to be right. And remember, it's perfectly okay to have moments of doubt. Those moments are often the first steps toward gaining even greater clarity. At the same time, be mindful of the temptations that might pop up during this planetary influence. With Chiron retrograde and Jupiter in Gemini, you could feel drawn to fleeting trends or tempted to indulge in something that offers instant gratification but doesn't hold much long-term value. Whether it's making an impulsive purchase, seeking comfort in distractions, or chasing after a quick fix, these temptations can be alluring, especially when life feels overwhelming or uncertain. But it's important to recognize that these short-term solutions won't bring lasting satisfaction. In fact, they might even leave you feeling emptier than before. Instead, give yourself the gift of stepping back and taking a breather. When was the last time you gave yourself permission to pause? To step away from the busyness of life, even for a few moments? Sometimes, all it takes is a little distance to gain a clearer perspective. A brief break from the noise and stress can help you appreciate what's genuinely good for you and refocus on what truly matters. Have you noticed how much more clarity you have after taking a moment of peace? Sometimes, that simple pause is exactly what we need to reset and regain our sense of direction. The stars are aligning favorably for you in many areas, especially when it comes to financial matters. You're in a strong position right now, with a keen instinct for making profitable decisions. Whether you're negotiating a deal, considering an investment, or simply exploring new opportunities for your financial future, your judgment is sharp, and the universe is supporting your efforts. Just remember, while the opportunities are plentiful, patience is key. Don't feel the need to rush or aim too high too quickly. There's plenty of time to explore your options, and by moving thoughtfully, you'll be in a better position to make the most of what's available to you. Another important area to focus on right now is resolving any outstanding financial matters. If there's a lingering debt that needs to be addressed, a bill to be settled, or loose ends that need to be tied up, now is the perfect time to tackle those tasks. The energy is ripe for positive resolutions, and you're in a strong position to bring things to a close with confidence. Don't hesitate to take the initiative, it will likely lead to favorable outcomes. As you navigate these changes and opportunities, stay open to the flow of life, but remain grounded in what feels right for you. The universe is guiding you towards something better, and by listening to your intuition and trusting the process, you'll find yourself exactly where you need to be.